And welcome back! お待たせしました。今回のゲストですね、ちょっと前からちょっと違う人違う専門の人なんですけども、よく2丁目で、出かけていることを見ているのと、あとたまに飲んでます。And he has a specialty a little bit different than the people I've invited from before. So allow me to introduce to you, Daniel!
Hi.
Say hello to everyone.
Hi, everyone.
How are you tonight?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I am good. It's been very busy.
Yeah, I understand that.
I targeted you specifically because I know that your story is way different than most people. And I don't think a lot of people would, unless they met you or run into you, they wouldn't get a chance to hear about what you do. I don't think people will tell by what you're wearing. But そうですね、あまりダニエルの、専門のところはやってる外国人の方は、なかなかいないと分かっているのと、あとぜひダニエルのストーリーを紹介したいなと思っています。So, let's get into the introduction.
42 and a half years old now?
42 and a half. What is the shoe size?
I'm a bit of a grandma.
おばちゃんおばちゃん or おばちゃん?
Maybe Oba-chan.
Okay. At 42 and a half, it's Oba-chan.
Yeah, very much.
気をつけてね。
Also not American. From Canada.
Canada,
East Coast.
Where in Canada? What prefecture? Prefecture. What
province?
Province. Yes. What province?
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick.
Which is known as the drive-through province.
Drive-through. So like McDonald's.
Kind of on the way to Prince Edward Island.
Okay. So it's the east.
Yeah, very east. And it's about. There used to be 80% forest, now it's 70% forest. But like the evergreen forest, so a very small city life. From a very cold place, so you know a lot of the baby making happens in the winter.
Just in winter, or is it also in spring?
Well, pronouns basically he, him, they, it.
It. I would not want to be called it.
Not too fussy about it.
Okay, not too fussy.
Yeah.
So you're wearing pink, so it does cover the day moment.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with pink and lots of other things. I love going to antique markets.
Antique markets.
Yeah, antique markets, and especially looking for used and recycled kimonos. This is a used kimono. Well, it's technically new, but it's from a used kimono shop. So it's just stock that they didn't sell and it was passed down. Gardening, cooking, baking, wax stamp seals.
Wax stamp seals?
Yeah.
Hanko?
It's like kind of like hanko. It's melting the wax and stamping them. I still like to send letters and postcards.
Oh, snail mail.
So, yeah. Grandma crystal, as I call it.
Crystal?
I have a cabinet of crystal glasses. It's like very chunky grandma crystal. You know it.
Oh my God.
But yeah, like my aesthetic is grandma.
Wow. その雰囲気はおばちゃんから入っていってるんですけど、料理をするのが好き、花とかのことも好き、フリーマーケットですグラス自体もそのコレクションは持っていそうですし、あとは
ワックスタンプシール。
ワックススタンプシール、中世の時代からね、手紙をちゃんとシールをするのをそれを使ってピッとスタンプしてそれをするのが好きです。古着が好きです。だから着物は見つけてないんですけど、普通にジーンズとか、あとはセーターとかそのところは見るのが好きですけど。着物とか浴衣だったらもう夏ですね。なんかイベントがないと、あんまり探していない。でもいつも探してるのと、あとはサイズですね。我々
Yeah, it can be challenging.
そうすごいチャレンジあるんですね。
But once in a while you find a rare gem.
Yeah.
I was in Nakano Broadway and they had a beautiful silk kimono that just happened to fit me, which was rare, and I was like, I need this. Yeah, and it was like about $400 yonjumon. Not yonjumon, yonmon.
Yonmon.
And that's a bit expensive, but I had bought it for like in a regular shop of Gojumon. So like I really steal.
Yeah, I mean, if you find it, I'm also the same person with shoes. I have my shoes on now. These are newly bought, but if I find used ones, and they fit,
Yeah.
and they're not at a over like if it's not over $100, I might consider buying it because I know I won't find it in my
Yeah,
size.
I actually find a lot of used shoes at Book Off Bazaar, and I got these. I have several Van pairs, like really custom ones that happen to be my size, which is rare. Again, like 30 centimeters.
30 centimeters 足センチ30センチなんてすごいそうね、まあ、確かに外国人たちはそうね僕らのサイズ自分の合うものとかあとはまだ使えそうなものとかそれはなかなか探すのは大変ですね。
Yeah. Don't give up. You can find it.
そうですね。確か。あとは You have a house.
Yeah, I bought a house 2 years ago.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, having a house is a very big thing.
It is. Yeah.
家持ちですね。
It's nice owning your own place because you don't have to worry about the landlords or rentals and all that other things. So it's been really good.
Yeah, I mean, having a house means you're an adult. 大人になったっていう証拠ですね。
I still feel like a kid.
I mean, somewhere. You gotta feel like it somewhere. そうね。
Playing the harp.
The harp.
Yes, so I play the harp. I used to play just as a hobby and for weddings back in Canada.
Oh, okay.
And then in Japan, I just play as a hobby, really.
ハープが弾けるよね。弾けるですね。でかいし。
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
そうだね。
And then my next expertise, besides teaching English as a second language, was Ikebana.
Ikebana.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is, I think, what we're getting to.
Yeah, of course. I was like, that's the rare one right there.
Which is why I'm here in the kimono. Yeah, so I delved into the world of Ikebana almost 10 years ago.
まあ一番レアなところです今日紹介したかったところなんですけど、生け花ですね。で、資格は持っているんですね。You got certification.
Yeah,
So,
several.
そうですね。Well, tell me about the certification process.
I'm in the school of Sogetsu Ikebana. The philosophy for Sogetsu Ikebana from the founder is anytime, anywhere, anyone. So like that just kind of rings true to the art and to a philosophy of life, really.
そう月のキャッチフレーズはanytime、
Anytime
いつでも、
Anywhere,
どこでも、
anyone.
誰でも。
Which, you know, could be a catchphrase for other things.
Well, I mean, have you taken that and used that in your real life outside of Ikebana?
A little bit.
Okay, so you're blooming. What will bloom though?
Oh, secret.
It's a secret. People want to know. What color are your petals?
You'll just have to come and say hi to me.
Oh, so hi to me first. 恥ずかしいけど、話してくれると私は咲きますよ。
It starts off with the textbooks where you learn the basic forms. And there's 4 textbooks as a student. And then the 5th textbook, once you've finished, you become the lowest level teacher. So it's kind of the same system as the Sado, the tea ceremony.
Tea ceremony, yeah.
And so you become the lowest level teacher, and then you work on your different teacher levels until you become, in what we say, Rika in the Sogetsu. So basically, the next best thing to master.
4級
Yeah,
4級があってって4級をそれ全部マスターするところから一番、エントリーレベルの、先生になってそうする先生のレベルもそれ上げれば上がることになるんですね。
Yeah, and currently, as of last summer, I just received my certificate. It's the Shihanikyu A. And then the next level I will get to is the EQ.
EQ.
And they have EQA, and then it's like the next one is Komon and Rika.
Komon?
I think it's called Komon. I believe. Yeah. The last 2 levels you have to test only once a year at the headquarters.
I see.
Yeah.
And the headquarters are located where?
Aoyama Chome, right next to the Kenyan Embassy.
Of course. そうですね。本社がね、そう一番高いレベルになると、1年1回試験をそのリフレッシュをすることになってて、青山一丁目にあるらしいですね。
Yeah, so I've been doing Ikebana for close to 10 years.
10年以上ですね。
But for the following levels, it could be anywhere between 5 to 10 more years. Who knows?
Well, I mean, how long do you expect or want to continue? どのぐらいこれから続きたいんですか、Ikebana の生活というか、Ikebana を教えることに対して。
Until I die, really.
死ぬまでね。
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's locked in. Is it Ikebana you're rooted? ルーツが、根っこが入ってきましたね。
Yeah, it's funny because I never really considered myself as an artist. And then trying Ikebana, I really fell in love with it.
Would you say that you found your creativity through Ikebana?
You know, I feel like my creativity was really blocked. And I had a really negative mindset towards me being an artist because I have just poor drawing skills, painting skills. Like traditionally, I have really bad traditional art form. I failed art class in school.
Same.
I failed art class. And so I really had that mindset where I'm not an artist. And my mother was an artist and she did beautiful work. And I had none of that. I still can't draw. But the moment that I kind of just held a branch and started shaping it to make an arrangement, it's like a severed connection reconnected, and I just felt this thing that I hadn't felt before. And then through there, I was learning to be more creative and trusting my instincts, and then even in terms of baking and cooking, the creativity from Ikebana then started to shine through more about how to present food.
The presentation.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
もともとお母さんもアーティストだったんですけど、そのお母さんと同じように書くことじゃなくて、他のミディアムで、どうやって表情するかっていうところでそれは悩んでたんですね。で、料理とか好きっていうことはあったんですけど、やっぱりプレゼンテーションのところでもIkebanaで表現する、ことは簡単なのかっていうことをそれを試してみてどんどん、上手になってきて、で、Ikebanaで習ったことも、料理とかそのベーキングのところもそれを共通のレベルとかを持ってて、でも資格持ってるのはIkebanaで、死ぬまでにやるという、話だったんですね。
Yeah, so really, that was just a journey of discovery. That part of myself that was missing.
Is your mother still with us?
Yeah.
Is she proud of you now being able to artistically express yourself through Ikebana?
Yeah, I think so. Like in general, they visited Japan twice. And the second time they visited, they got to come with me to an art gallery that I was doing an exhibition with, and they got to see the process with it, so it was really nice. So they have a little bit of understanding what Ikebana is. The more simple it looks, the more difficult it is to create. So often people are like, oh, it's nice, you just put a flower in a vase, but it's so much more than that.
I mean, I can do that.
Yeah, it doesn't look nice. Yeah, I definitely think that they're proud of me.
一回日本来てて、でちゃんと自分Ikebanaをやってるところも、見せてるし、あとはそのプロセスも説明してるし、自分のやってることをそれを自慢できるっていうレベルだったら、ぜひその親とか、喜んで、だからその憧れのところでそのお母さんがこういうことをやってるねってちゃんと褒めてくれることもあるでしょう。So I just wanna keep it on the conversation of your Ikebana, but I also would like to know what kind of people do you encounter? Let's say specifically for other artists.
I would say a lot of people that I've met have been other foreign artists in Tokyo. Whether their passion is tea ceremony, kimono, Ikebana, tea ceremony, shamisen. So I really feel like over the past few years of being part of this culture of artists in Tokyo and Japan, where it's foreigners who appreciate Japanese art and coming together. And some people use it as hobbies, some of it's their jobs. I think that connection that we have, I mean, I have some Japanese friends who do Ikebana, but I think there's more of a family feeling with foreigners in Japan who are doing these arts.
日本でやっている、同じ芸その日本の芸アート、の方なんですけど、珍しいというか、少ないってことは分かってるんですけど、落語とか三味線とか琴とか
Bobby.
そう日本の芸をやっている外国人は出会うことって珍しいんですけど、そのよりコミュニティみんなそれぞれの専門があるっていうことと、あとはみんなその私たちがそのレアの情報を共有、試合して、そのプライドを持ってちゃんと我々が、やってることをそれはちゃんとよりネットワークを、拡大するっていうことが一つ的な一つでやってるっていう、ことで、So I figure it's pretty rare for people to be in that kind of realm, but
they can be, but it's really nice. And then I really feel like it's a friendly community where it's not about competition, but about supporting each other. And so often we'll refer each other to other people depending on the needs of other people they hear about. So like I've recommended people to for koto lessons. And then if you know, oh, I know this person who does this and this person who does this, and you connect them together because why not? Like you should know each other. So I really feel like it's that kind of foundation and community.
So the community は大事だね。
I went to a kimono shop, a recycled kimono shop this week, and it's a beautiful shop, very friendly owners, very elderly, very nice, thousands of kimonos, and none of them fit me. But I said, that's okay. I was like, I will bring my friends here. Like, and it's just that pleasantness. And I said, like, you know, I wear kimonos because I do this. And I find, especially with Japanese people, they really appreciate foreigners who learn about the country and learn about the culture. I feel like outside looking in, a lot of people are like, oh, isn't that a bit cringe of like a white person or a foreigner teaching a Japanese art? I'm like, well, actually, on the inside out, I would say everyone I've encountered, they really appreciate it, and they're often surprised. But you know, I find that in any situation, just finding a way to connect with other people, the basic kindness.
多分、日本人はそうだよね。感謝っていうか、日本の文化を習って、資格も持ってでちゃんと教えてることするみんな憧れると思うんですけど、そうですね。確かに外国人が日本の文化を教えてることに対してはそれ違和感があるとか、なんで他のことはできないのかっていう、それはちゃんとその熱心が理解できてない人があるのと、あとは最近バズっている言葉は appropriation があると思うんですけど、白人だからこそやっちゃいけないものですっていうことをそれを考えている方より持っている人がいると思うんですけど、それを無視するというか、私ちゃんとチャンネルを通してちゃんとコミュニティも集まっていて、みんなのサポート支援をもらってるからやってますよとかいうところでそれちゃんと伝えないといけないと思っているところで、そうですね。これから I hope that more people just see the genuineness, the genuineness of your deeds and your teachings.
And I think that goes with everything. If you are genuine, that shows. I think it's really easy to tell when people are faking it.
Listen, I love genuine wine. Bad for me, but
who is she?
I mean, usually a Cabernet. Cabernet.
Yeah. There's a huge difference of wearing a kimono because you love kimonos or it's for your work versus wearing a kimono for Halloween.
So it's the same thing as like drag. There are baby drags, baby drag queens.
Halloween only.
Halloween only, exactly. そうね。
You can tell.
そうね。ドラッグクイーンと同じですね。みんなハロウィンで、じゃあカツラメイクしますってその次の日まで全然やらないというところがあるんですね。真剣にやるんだったらそれ毎日やるとか、それから改善するという気持ちがないとみんなはちゃんとしてないなって思うんですね。そうね。So now that we were talking about flowers, I actually like to go into game time. Today's game is actually going to be taking descriptions of different flowers.
Oh God.
I made a wonderful list. Google 先生ありがとう。花はここにあるんですね。私は説明しながら、どっちの花の名前 in English or if you know it in Japanese、花の名前を教えてもらいたいです。We'll see if you can guess the flower.
All right. This is when you find out I'm terrible at flowers.
Okay. Well, それが仕事なんですね。知ってるはずですね。So, this flower, it's a sacred, rare citrus tree flower. 神聖で珍しい柑橘の木から来てるもの、small, also fragrant, and sometimes incorporated into Ikebana. たまに使われているものです。
Citrus.
小さくてアロマも強くて、でも it's rarely grown outside of traditional gardens, traditional Japanese gardens. Rarely.
Okay.
そう、日本農園以外、に生えてないものですね。
I know, my first thought was yuzu.
Yuzu. I mean, it's citrus, right?
It is citrus. It smells really good.
The name is also similar to a very popular station on the JR Chuo line. And it starts with the T.
Is it Natsubaki? No, that's not citrus. No, I don't know. No idea.
I've stopped them.
You have, I mean, to be fair, these are flower questions, not Ikebana
Yeah,
questions.
flower questions, right? All right, so the answer is Tachibana.
I have heard of Tachibana.
How would you describe Tachibana? Maybe these are chat GPT
I think
generated.
these are very like a classic fragrance. Again, like you said, you don't see it around often.
I see it.
Honestly, I think you have to really look for it to find it. I've never used it, so I've never once used it. So yeah.
Let's try this.
Yeah.
Describe your favorite flower.
I would say it's actually it's actually a very typical flower.
Okay.
It grows in the spring, and it comes in many shapes and colors. And the leaves are what's most interesting about it.
Okay.
It's a tulip.
A tulip?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the tulip is so versatile and can express so many things.
I love versatility.
Don't we all?
チューリップが好きだね。
Don't we all? You can very, very gently you can bend the stem to make a movement, to make a shape, but also the leaves are very flexible. You can make movement in the tulip and you can have it look as if it's a windy day. You can have it look as if it's struggling or if it's growing. There's all kinds of different breeds of tulips now. There's frilly tulips that look like aliens, and, classic tulips, and really you can just be so expressive. It's just a great feeling of spring, which I love. So I think that's a really fun flower to use.
Okay, awesome. チューリップは一番多様性のある、使い方そのいろんなポジションを降りたりとか、花より葉っぱの方が一番表現に伝えやすい部分ですね。
Like there's a season for it, so definitely starting now until April, May. Is definitely tulips are very popular to use in the season, and they're great for like lots of festivals and adding them into like Hinamatsuri.
その祭りですね。
Yeah. So
祭りの料理ですね。
like peach blossoms and tulips are very popular for Hinamatsuri. Yeah, so I'd say like now springtime is the season for it, but you can use them anytime really. Like they're a refreshing feeling in the wintertime. So they're all occasional, I think.
そうですね。今から使えそうなものなんですけど、先ほどの多様性のあるから、どうにか時期とかそれは関係なくそれ使えそうですね。Okay.
Yeah. Game failed.
Not game failed. We're gonna work on it. So 頑張りますね。
I'm not a person who's good with names.
Names.
Even faces sometimes.
Okay. I just know a flower by what she looks like. I don't even know her name. 名前は知らない。Okay. Something quick you want to say to the folks out there. 最後のことは何かありますか？
I would say the power of flowers, the flower power, is an art and appreciation that's often forgotten in the modern world. And do take that time to stop and smell the flowers and touch the flowers. Most people just look at them, but actually touch them. And that connection with nature is getting more and more precious as we move further away from nature in our daily lives. So I really think that taking that one moment to appreciate gives you a sense of relaxation and a moment to think.
そうですね。花見たら見るだけではなく、触って、あとはもうちゃんとその花のジャーニーとかそれを考えて、その花とかそれを見てリラックス感が出る。必ずというところなので、ちゃんとみんなその体験をたまにやっていただければ幸いですということだと。Again, thank you for coming today. 今日お時間ありがとうございました。
I need to study.
We're gonna study. We're gonna study these together. All right, so that is our interview for today. Thank you so much, Daniel, for coming out. Everyone, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. いいね、コメント、あとはサブスクル、登録とかチャンネルに登録していただければ幸いです。今日はありがとうございます。Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And bye.
Bye. Did you research a certain style of Ikebana?
No, you're going to tell me some things.
All right.
I want it to be very organic. I don't want to be very scripted.
Yeah.